Now, when it comes to Drake, let's go. How's it going, Yatu Savage community and YouTube? It's your boy J Tom Reactions, and I'm here with another edition of J Tom Reactions. Y'all. Drake is out here code switching again. Coming out here with Morgan Wallen. Yeah, we're going to get to that. But before we get to that, for all the people in the back, yes, I'm talking to you. Yes, I'm talking to you. For the people in the back that haven't subscribed yet, that are thinking of subscribing, but they're just there, debating about it, but haven't really actually clicked the button. All you got to do to subscribe is hit the button on the bottom of the video and do that. That's all you got to do. Just do it. Just do that. That's all you got to do. Also, go ahead and hit that like button so more people like yourselves could find the video. Also, go ahead and comment down below. Let me know what you think of this video. And then after that, go ahead and hit that noti bell, wherever the fuck it is. Hit that noti bell, so YouTube can let you know whenever I drop a new video. Now, when it comes to Drake, let's go ahead and see this. Let's go. Let's see it. Let's go. Fantastic hip hop. Yatu Savage. Let's go.
When it comes to Drake, well, if you were ready to see how Drake just came out and reached an even lower low than we could have ever possibly imagined, be sure to leave.
Did y'all see that video, by the way? Motherfucker couldn't even open the flask bottle. Motherfucker couldn't even open the fucking flask bottle. Let me know in the comment section if that's ever happened to you. Let me know in the comment section if that shit has ever happened to you. You're sitting there and you're trying to open the flask bottle, but you can't. You can't open the flask bottle. He tried to appear like he was something he was not, had the flask bottle ready, and he couldn't open it. He couldn't take a swig of that whiskey, whatever it was in there. Tequila, whatever the fuck was in there. Let me know if you guys saw that video. Let me know if that shit has ever happened to you. But having that happen to you on camera? Come on, bro. Let's go.
Where he is going to be all in on standing alongside the biggest vultures possible. Leave that like so all of hip-hop can see how sad Drake is going out. And now with that said, well, right now when it comes to lame old Lawbreak, after a rough run of moments that all stemmed from the all-time handing of an L that he got when Kendrick Lamar went to the Rogers Center at the Grand National Tour. Well, what we are seeing now is that really with that moment and now the long-lasting impact of it, what's becoming clear is that this show and the reaction from it has broken Drake more than anything really has, because now from leaving the Six and trying to build up something new as his home, to just Drake being more friendly with a country star than any rapper right now and really trying to make this a statement that everybody can see. Well, with this, as Drake just popped out with Morgan Wallen and wanted every single person to know, well, with where we are at and...
Let me just lighten a lot for the people that don't know and that live under a rock just like me. The reason why this is important, the reason why this moment right here and why people are looking at him as a vulture is because he's now going to a different genre and is trying to do the exact same thing that he did in the hip hop culture. And a lot of people aren't fucking with that. A lot of people are starting to see the bullshit that he's doing. And it's not just because he's done it before. It's because people are just starting to notice it. People aren't, falling for the same shenanigans. And even his own fans are questioning that move. Why are you going with one of the people that has used the N-word with a hard R? With the hard R. He said the N word with the hard R. He has said it himself too. Drake has. And the problem with that is you don't understand. You don't understand why this is a problem. This move does not look good. So you went with Morgan Wallen, and you're over there. Now you're using him to try to get back into some kind of industry. Like, I understand you guys are using each other. I understand that. But if you and I know people are going to come over here and they're going to try to hit me with the, oh yeah, Drake's a millionaire. He knows what he's doing, but this does not look good. It doesn't look good. If you know this guy, Morgan Wallen, it doesn't look good. It just doesn't look good on your part. Especially because you're claiming that you're hip hop. If you're claiming you're hip hop, you wouldn't be hanging around this guy. Let's continue. I'm getting off topic. Fantastic hip hop. Go ahead, bro.
What Drake is trying to do and prove in general. This is really the start of something atrocious for Drake, and especially when we see the past and reputation of the guy who he is being buddy-buddy with more than any single other rapper. Well, with this, what Drake is showing is that now with how low he is going in terms of the people that he wants everybody to know are on his side. Well, I didn't think it was possible, but he has somehow just lost even more credibility, and genuinely this decision-making is somehow making Kendrick Lamar's lyrics even more true after everything that has already been proven. And now, before we go any further into this and just how atrocious this actually is going to end up being for Drake, hip-hop, and everything as a whole, be sure to leave that like and subscribe if you have not already.
Like, comment, and subscribe to Fantastic Hip Hop. All the Drake fans and stans are trying to get rid of Fantastic Hip Hop. He'll tell you himself. Do him a favor. Do him a favor and like, comment, and subscribe to his page. Let's go.
Because truly with this moment, well, when we really put into perspective the move that Drake has just made for every single person to see and talk about it, it's truly concerning because it's showing that despite all of the criticism that Drake has had come his way about how out of touch he is and even how his viewpoints align with some of the biggest losers you possibly could on the worst level, well, from hip-hop to beyond, Drake has just never made himself seem like he wants to be more of the face of being in the Hall of Fame of trash. Because speaking of trash, well, when it comes to the overrated stat-padding artist in the industry and some of the clearly most terrible people that you could be with in music in terms of their character, well, truly, Drake found somebody worse than him, as he just made a statement and moment with one of the biggest, if not the face of so many different problems, both artistically and in terms of character in the industry today, in none other than Morgan Wallen. As at Morgan Wallen's second stadium show in Houston, he decided to walk out with Drake, and I mean, just look at this. It really...
By the way, we of the Houston delegation do not accept Toronto's trade. Y'all can keep Drake. We don't want him.
Can't get more cringe. Look how excited Drake is to be next to somebody who, again, is one of the biggest crash outs you possibly could be. And really now, with Drake being out in Houston and doing all of this for Morgan here, it is showing on one hand that he is mad at Toronto and where he is from as a whole for how hard they went for Kendrick Lamar. And because of this, he has run away for now from the place he used to act like would always...
Stop running away, bro. That's the problem. Okay, this is one thing that I've noticed, and a lot of people will come here and try to tell me differently. But one key difference that I see why Kendrick Lamar gets so much love is because he puts other artists from Los Angeles on. If you do the same thing over there in Toronto, if you were to go and put a Toronto artist on, you would get a lot of love from Toronto. A lot of the problems that Toronto is having is that they're not getting put on. You keep gatekeeping. That's what it is. You keep gatekeeping Toronto artists and you're putting yourself on. You keep getting people to ghostwrite for you from people from Toronto, people from other places, but they're not getting their names out there because you use them for your own gain. If you were to put Toronto artists on, you would go and you would have more love over there in the city that you're from. People just wanted to go see their favorite artists, and people wanted to go and enjoy different music other than what you have been showing them. That's why they went to the Kendrick Lamar concert, because for so long people are saying that you're the voice of Toronto and you're not putting other artists on. So what people think, when people think Toronto, they think Drake. When people think of Toronto, they think The Weeknd. But those are the only two names that are popping. Justin Bieber, my bad. I didn't even remember that. But if you were to think, yo, hold up, why doesn't Toronto fuck with me? Think about it. Because you're not putting artists on. You're not going and showing the correct love to Toronto. Money doesn't, like, I don't even know if you put money out in the streets, but money isn't the only thing that you need to do. You, like, for example, if you want to go and get the Toronto name out there, what better way to do that than to put Toronto artists on and not gatekeep? Let's keep going, man. Oh, okay. So quit running away from your problems. My bad. Quit running away from your problems and stand up and figure out why the fuck isn't Toronto fucking with me, instead of going and running away from the problem. That was my point. Let's go.
Have his back, which in of itself is actually hilarious. But with this, now that Drake has ran away from his very home like a lame loser and just trying to get back and seek attention in any way possible, well, I guess he's starting to try and rebuild his career. But now, while I guess Drake finally was able to have a moment where he actually got into a stadium show and just felt what it actually looks like to be on top of your game musically, to perform within one of these massive venues, I guess? Well, that's more concerning and baffling than even Drake just running out here and now trying to just get a glimpse of what Kendrick is getting every single night on tour at another artist show, is the fact that with Morgan Wallen, who in all honesty, Drake looked more excited and happy to be around than any single other person who he has had by his side in like a decade. Well, of course, considering Morgan's past and a lot of his controversies, which reveal that he is a disgusting, terrible, and awful person time after time. This isn't a one-time thing, but these are consistent choices and a consistent character that he shows. Well, once again, when it comes to this whole idea about how Drake is not hip-hop and he is not in tune with the culture and just what it actually means to be a rapper, or you know what? This isn't even just music anymore, but just a respected individual who has some sort of honor for themselves a little bit. Well, really, this is exactly what Kendrick Lamar has been talking about on a track like Not Like Us and so many other different disses, because truly, with Drake just parading around with somebody like Morgan Wallen of all people, and of course within this, just seeing the way the two are supporting each other after this moment, which at the very least, what you can say is that this is the most Drake has enjoyed and embraced another artist's presence really since 21 Savage and Her Loss, but maybe even way before that. Well, to be honest, what this move shows the rest of hip-hop and everybody else in this time where rap and culture as a whole has never been in a more pivotal place in terms of the messages that are being sent and the impact that is going to last, is that Drake does not even want to try to make it into this next era of hip-hop, and now that the genre is shifting, and let's just put it out, things for him are only getting worse.
And that's what it is. That's what it is. He knows, okay, hip-hop right now is shifting into the lyrical miracle, as some people like to say, the lyrical miracle type of hip hop. The clips, Kendrick Lamar, Joey Badass. There are just so many artists out there, Ray Vaughn, that are coming out, and people that you haven't even seen go outside and do concerts. Jay-Z is coming back. I just saw they just announced it that Jay-Z might do the Super Bowl. He's gonna do another album. People like Jim Jones are coming out. People like Nas, he's gonna come back out, even though he's been doing music for a while. He's gonna come back out. There are all these people that are coming back to the hip hop square. Chamillionaire is even doing an EP. Chamillionaire, the person that left hip hop, he's coming back to do an EP. He saw the weather of the storm. He sees what hip hop is about to be. He came back. He's coming back to do another EP. All these artists that just decided to fade into the sunset, the people that decided to ride their fucking horses to the sunset, are coming back. And they're dropping music again. Lil Wayne came back. He came back. It is what it is, but he came back. There are people that are coming out here and putting their names back into the hat. Names that you haven't heard of in a long ass time, or names that you just reminisce over. They're coming back. And do you think this guy is going to survive? You think this guy could survive in that space? After everything that has come out about this guy, do you think he can survive this space? Put it in the comment section. I want to hear. Do you think Drake can survive what hip hop is about to become? Let's go.
And the window for any sort of success has gotten way, way smaller. What we should take from this move of Drake running out to Houston and just parading around Morgan Wallen like this, and seeing how the two were hanging out in general, is that Drake...
We of the Houston, Texas delegation deny Drake's trade from Toronto. we just got KD. We don't need him. We're good. We just got KD.
Drake is figuratively trading in any remaining aspects of his character that we're still trying to hold up or just mimic the standards of hip-hop, and as a whole, he is really trying to return them and put them all in to turn into something that truly is bad and may honestly just be the new grift for vultures in the industry, which is link up with Morgan Wallen, and then who knows, maybe Drake will do the Post Malone and make an entire horrible country album and song with him even sooner than this.
That's the flask, y'all. That's the flask that he tried to open up, but he couldn't. Dude was like, he couldn't open it. Let's go.
Because seriously, with Drake being this tone deaf just to link up with somebody and act like they are best friends, and of course Morgan is the guy who has crossed so many lines that you never should, and in all honesty, has shown that he is one of the worst stars in music today in terms of his character based on what we have been at least able to see from everyone. Well, of course, in this time where Drake has fallen further and further away from hip-hop and everybody almost seems cool with it, just to pop up now, especially after the humiliating shows that just went down in terms of the impact they had on your career from Kendrick, and try to win people back by now embracing and hyping up somebody who truly stands up on the opposite side of hip-hop morals and just general respect. Because of course, and as we will say over and over again, Morgan is not even a half-decent person in general. Again, for Drake, I really don't know how I am still saying this, but he has continued to make poor decision after poor decision that is only making his fall off and separation from hip-hop get even more worse by the day. And now with this...
Preach. Every decision that Drake has made thus far does not look good in any type of situation. It does, like, for example, the move that he made to go to basically sell all his houses, that did not look good at all. It looked like you were running away. The decision to go and then purchase a home, selling all your properties and then buying another compound in Texas, that did not look good. You just, whoever your PR person is, man, you gotta change them. It does none of the moves that you've made this far. And I gotta say, the move that you're making, which by the way, I put the petition up on my posts. Y'all can go and sign it. The move that you made to sue UMG is now fucking with creators' money as well. Because you went over there and said, oh, you guys whitelisted Kendrick Lamar stuff, rah, rah, rah. And then you guys went over there and then didn't whitelist my stuff. But in all actuality, they did whitelist your stuff. They whitelisted, and people were able to make money off of not only your stuff, but Kendrick's stuff. They were able to monetize off of the battle. It wasn't just Kendrick's music, it was your music too. But now that you ran and became hip hop's #1 Karen, UMG is now going after creators. UMG is now going after creators. So if you guys want to go ahead, the petition is up on my posts. You guys can go ahead and sign it, so that way UMG can see that we're not taking it. Knox Hill also made a video. You guys can go check that out too. But it's now becoming harder to be a reactor, to do music reactions. And if you're seeing less people do music reactions, it's for that reason. UMG is coming to take creators being able to monetize off of that, being able to whitelist off of other music. Like it's becoming harder to do. So if you guys want to go ahead and sign that petition, it's on my post. I left it there, and you guys can go ahead and like the post after you went and signed the petition. But that did not look good. Suing the person that pays you after, just because they were promoting both of the artists that they have. Kendrick Lamar had he was signed under UMG. He had a contract with UMG the same way that you do. It may not be the same contract that you have, but you guys were both signed under UMG. Just because they didn't press your little red button, you decided to have your panties in a bunch. So yeah, if you guys ever wonder why us creators have to continuously stop the song to react to it, is because we have to go in there and make that our content, right? Of course. But we have to stop it every 6 seconds. And you see, it's become less than that. It's like every 4 seconds, every 3 seconds. That isn't even one bar. 3 seconds is not even one bar. So if you see that is because we're trying to make our own content and talk about the song while we're doing, and we're actually trying to react to it. And if we can't, it's because of this motherfucker here. Allegedly, of course. But how convenient that after you go and you sue UMG, UMG is getting the leash back. They're pulling the leash back, and they cut it. And they're not allowing content creators to do that. I'm going to talk about it. I'll talk about it. I don't know how long this video is going to stay up, but I'll talk about it. Let's continue. Let's go.
Choice that Drake just made. While we are all looking at this and we are just sitting in confusion of how Drake could be all buddy-buddy with somebody like Morgan Wallen in the first place. Well, at the same time of all this, the more you think about it and again look at who Drake truly is, It's not surprising that Drake does not care about somebody's background and past decisions in Morgan, and really no matter what the other parts of this show, at the end of the day, what the clear message we should all see here is that Drake is the same tired clout-chasing loser who has shown that over morals and respect any single day of the week.
Oh my God. Jeez, fantastic hip hop. Tell me how you really feel. Oh my God. Let's go.
He will just fold up for the clout and has perpetuated this for the last 5 or 6 albums he has dropped, and really for the entire last decade of his career, if not longer, and he has really gotten by on this exact philosophy and sentiment because truly, what we are seeing here is just the latest iteration of somebody who has no code whatsoever, just jump around and try to chase clout, and at the regard of literally anything, whether it's people, principles, or anything in between. And to be honest with this, what Drake is doing with this Morgan Wallen move, and what I think we may even see more of very soon, is that Drake is trying to make the ultimate embarrassing move and really try to appeal and expand into Morgan's fan base, who is one of the worst fan bases in all of music, and again, over everything else. He is just trying to reach the bottom of the barrel to appeal to anybody who would still listen to him and does not care about the bigger implications of this. And even for Morgan, what this is all telling him is that now that the guy's got validation in his own trash moves, because to him and his listeners, if a rapper like Drake is standing by his side and he has done all that and he has said all the things he shouldn't over the years, well, the precedent that's being set is that doing these terrible things is fine and he can get away with just about anything and continue to be an awful person, which again, with this entire move, this is one of the very reasons why it's so bad, and even with Drake running away from hip-hop itself as we all see it. Again, while Drake is a joke to rap culture when we're in it, in terms of the optics of how this represents the genre, it's still bad for things as a whole because it is showing and giving the impression that hip-hop is cool with Morgan Wallen to listeners who don't know better and his awful fan base, and therefore just makes everything worse off and leads to even more losing. And so with this, while the Drake and Morgan Wallen mashup may be good because these guys are two clout-chasing cornballs who care about numbers and nothing else more than almost anybody in the entire industry, at the same time as Drake is giving hip-hop a bigger burden to deal with just by giving these out-of-touch fans of Morgan and even country fans in general this idea that what Morgan has done over the years and said is okay and that Morgan can continue to just get away with these things and get celebrated for it. I mean, this is just terrible, and for this reason, well,
they've both done the same thing. This dude has said the N-word with the hard R. Both of them have. And they think that it's okay. Morgan Wallen probably thinks it's okay because now Drake is hanging out with him. He's like, look, I'm hanging out with my black friend now. When he said it too. And that's not okay. That is not okay.
Really, when it comes to the very worst moves Drake has made in this run and everything that he has done to ruin and crush his image, this is truly up there among the worst of all of them, because just to stand on this side of people and culture and stick up for the worst things really because that's what he is doing, well, truly, it is all showing that Drake is headed down a path where, again, just as I said before, all of this seems like it's going to end up with Drake speaking and linking up with people even worse than Morgan and these other questionable figures he likes, and when he does make this next move, it will be absolutely terrible, and he will never be able to move back when he actually links up with the people that follow within this rabbit hole. But even now, well, really now from this moment, no matter what goes down from here, what we can say is that as long as Drake is buddy-buddy with Morgan Wallen and the rest of the industry sees this and hip-hop is just more baffled from it than ever, well, I think we can definitively say that Drake is not just terrible for the genre, but at this point, he truly is a vulture that is studying how to be the worst one at that. And so now with all of this said, let me know, what do you think about this absolutely awful moment of Drake linking up with Morgan Wallen, and what do you think this says about Drake and every single part of it as a whole? Now, I can't wait to hear what you have to say about all of this, and now if you made it to this point in the video, be sure to leave a like.
Okay, so let me know what you guys think. Let me know what you guys think of this video. Let me know what you think of Drake linking up with Morgan Wallen. Let me know Let me know about the flask thing that I said in the beginning of the video. How many of you guys have suffered while trying to open a fucking flask? Let me know what you guys think of everything I said. And also, I'm going to leave the petition up on the video as well, on the description, so that way you guys can go and check it out. Just let me know what you guys thought of the video. If you guys made it this far, just let me know about the video. It's been your boy J Tom Reactions. Go ahead and subscribe. Do what it says on the screen. Go ahead and subscribe. Like the video. Comment down below. And also hit that noti bell on your way out. It's been your boy J Tom Reactions. I am out this bitch. You guys already know. You guys know already. All right? Let's fucking go. Let's go.